Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video I'm going to be reading through the new patch notes for patch 5.1D. Like always, I've not seen anything about it. I'm going to react to all of the changes. Before we fully get into the patch notes, I have something exciting to say. There's going to be like a one-day Wild Rift tournament, which I am going to be casting. And you can enter starting the 29th of June, so in 3 days. I'll share a link to a Discord where you can enter. So just for your information, this tournament is for NA only. The winner gets $250. So check it out if you have a team in NA. I am casting it, and the finals I'm gonna cast as well on my second channel as well. So if you want to enter something like that, link is gonna be in the comments, in the pinned comment. Join the Discord for more information on how to join that. All right, so let's talk about this patch. It looks like they got a new overlay. I don't really dig it too much. I don't like that the color and all of that, but oh well, it's fine. So patch 5.1D. We're on the last phase of 5.1. While Maokai is still our MVP, off the bench come more rotating game modes for you to try, as well as our regularly scheduled champion changes, item changes, and a long fabled summoner spell changes? So that's like flashes and ignite and such. Alright. I don't really care about these modes. I'm just gonna skip them, to be very honest with you guys. Alright, champion changes. Like always, I'm gonna guess what's gonna happen. I think Brandt is gonna get nerfed. They buffed him, but I feel like it was an over buff. So I really think he's gonna get nerfed. In contrast to other mages, Brandt can do a massive amount of damage in a very short time, making it hard for his opponents to deal with. I knew it. These changes will give his enemies an opportunity to catch their breath. Pillar of Flame, which is his second ability. It does late game, it does a little bit less base damage. Okay, this is especially a nerf to Brandt support, by the way, since as a Brandt support, you're gonna build a Rylai's Scepter and not as much AP as the mid laner. The third ability is getting an AP percentage nerf. You know what? These are pretty not like hefty nerfs, but these are like, they will count. Like, these nerfs will count. They will hurt Brandt, but I think he's still gonna be extremely powerful. Fiora, I genuinely think she's gonna get buffed. Even though I don't think she needs it, I think she's gonna get buffed. Our Grand Duelist has been less than... Yeah, I knew it. Has been less than Grand in lane and team fights. We're boosting her damage to make sure she's up to fighting her way back into the spotlight. Okay. Just before reading this, I want to say this is dangerous. You know, Fiora is the type of champion, if you overbuff this champion, she's beyond broken. So let's see what happens. Damage dealt by hitting vitals. 3.5%... plus 5.5% per 100 bonus physical damage. Targets maximum health. Oh my god, this is overbuff. So you will do... Oh my god, no way. It's like a flat 0.5% buff every vital you hit, and this is true damage. And then also 0.5% per 100 physical damage. In the late game, you're gonna have like 250 physical damage. So you're basically getting like 1 to 1.5% maximum HP extra damage by hitting each vital. You may be thinking that's not a lot, but think about Fiora's ultimate. That's gonna be like 6% maximum HP extra damage on her ultimate, which is insane. Lunge. This is her first ability. 85 to 115 plus this bonus damage. Now the base damage stays the same. Good god, there's 10% extra bonus damage. Wow. That's massive. Oh my god, that damage buffs. This is insane. And then also her third ability will cost less mana. This is gonna make Fiora S+ tier again. S+ tier, easily. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, Graves. Very, very obviously, Graves is gonna get a buff. Let's see. Graves has been underwhelming both in clear speed and damage to opponents. These changes will make sure he's able to keep up. Okay, so his first ability gets a big cooldown reduction at the early levels. Initial damage is going up quite a lot as well, the base damage. And the damage ratio to monsters is going up too. Okay, that's pretty good. So his jungle clear should be significantly faster because of this. His third ability. Ooh, oh, that is big. Oh, wait, okay. So, okay. It is big, but like instead of having 8 stacks, now he has 6. Okay, it's big, but it's not as big as I thought. That's what she said. So, you will get the armor faster. This is a buff, don't get me wrong, this is a big buff. But at maximum stacks, it'll be pretty much exactly the same. Will it be exactly the same? It's almost exactly the same. But of course, it's still a buff. Like, this is definitely still a buff. You're just getting a lot more armor. Much more easily. Jace, I guess he's getting buffed? Oh wait, never mind. Jace has been dominating, especially in the earlier mid game. These changes will make sure he's more in line with his opponents. Shock Blast, which is his first ability with the hammer, I think. They're reducing the damage by a tiny bit, by like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 flat damage. Whatever, no one cares about Jace anyways. Kai'Sa is very obviously getting nerfed. This champion is beyond broken. Kai'Sa is a multi-talent when it comes to doing it all. Capable of dealing a lot of damage while retaining high mobility. We want players to make more conscious decisions when playing her, especially when it comes to positioning. Third ability. You get less movement speed now and less attack speed. Good change. This is good. And then the additional... Oh, so the scaling of the additional attack speed goes down too. You just get 5% less attack speed. Wait, what? Additional movement speed? Oh, sorry. The movement speed scales with attack speed, and the additional attack speed you get is gonna be 5% less. This is a good nerf. Still gonna keep Kai'Sa as plus tier, but the third ability is just not gonna be as powerful anymore. Katarina is obviously getting a buff. Unlike her fellow assassins, Katarina's daggers have been failing to reach their targets, yeah. We're tweaking some numbers around so she can strike true on her enemies. Veracity, that is her... What is that? That's the damage of her daggers. So the damage is 40 plus 10 per champion level, plus 100% bonus attack damage, plus 33% ability power. Now it goes 40 plus 13 per champion level, plus 100. Okay, so you just get 3 extra damage per level. So at maximum level, every dagger will do 45 more flat damage, which is quite significant. Like, quite significant. It's definitely something. Shampoo, which is a third ability, I believe. She just gets more AP from the third ability and more flat damage. Okay, so this is like you will just do more damage, basically. You will just do more damage. Do I think this is gonna make Katarina broken? No, but I really do think this will help her a lot. Just the fact that the daggers will do more damage, and the shampoo buff will help her in 1v1s too. You know, you can use this ability on an enemy, it will just do more damage. So this will actually really help her, for sure. Maokai, do I even really need to say it? He's gonna get a massive nerf, 100%. Our newest addition to the Rift might have had too much mulch for lunch. His health regen is through the roof. We're just making sure he doesn't outgrow his roots. So he gets 3 less armor, 4 less attack damage, okay. And then his passive. Health regeneration is 2 to 30, plus 5 to 13.5%, depending on your level. Now it goes to 2 to 30, plus 4 to 12% max health. Still quite a hefty heal. I don't think this is enough. This is still too much in my opinion. Oh well. They should have nerfed the time, well, how fast he can recharge it. That's what should have been nerfed. Like, he recharges it so quickly when he gets hit and when he uses his abilities. Bramble Smash, which is his first ability, I believe. It just does less damage. 10 less damage. Not that significant of a nerf, but it is something. Twisted Advance, this is his ultimate. The root duration gets decreased just a little bit. And the cooldown... Wait. That's his second ability, sorry. This is his second ability. The root duration gets decreased and the cooldown gets increased. So I still think he's gonna be too strong. He just has such a strong kit, to be very honest with you. Like, these nerfs don't really matter. Like, I really don't think these nerfs will matter. We got Nasus, by the way. What the hell? What the hell is gonna happen to Nasus? What? Buff? I don't know. Nasus is the ultimate late game skill champ. Not really. Not really. Because he's stronger mid game than late game. But oh well, let's see what they have to say. But it can be unsatisfying when the game ends before you even reach your final form. We're giving a boost to the damage you gain from Siphoning Strike. Oh, that's my playstyle that's getting buffed. Wait, so he gets more mana regen, which is great, by the way, just so you know, because he really struggles with mana. Oh, that's my Nasus getting buffed. You can stack your first ability harder now. If you kill a minion, you get 5 stacks now instead of 4. And when you kill a when you kill a large monster or a large minion, you get 10 now. You get more stacks. Oh, should I make a video? Oh, I should make a video on that. Oh my, okay, I have to make a video on that. My Nasus got buffed. The split pushing, late game scaling Nasus. Wow. Oh, that's so cool actually. Thresh is probably gonna get nerfed. Thresh has pretty high base damage, making him hard to deal with in lane. We're making sure he maintains his strength, but not unreasonably so. He has 4 less base attack damage, and this will hurt him because he'll do less damage. And they slightly lowered the rate of minions dropping souls, so he won't skill into the late game as much. I don't know how slightly this really is, but this does look like a pretty decent nerf. Early game, he's not going to be as oppressive anymore with those annoying basic attacks. Tryndamere probably getting a buff, although I think his healing is obnoxious, but I really still think he's going to get buffed. Our King of the North has been rampaging through jungle and lanes alike. We're tweaking his numbers to make sure he still stays down to earth. Oh, I guess I was wrong. Oh, I was wrong. Attack speed gained by attacking champions goes from 55 to 35%. Massive nerf. Bonus attack damage from his first ability, I believe, goes down too. And his ultimate goes down too. He gets less attack speed. He's getting a pretty big nerf. I thought he would get buffed. I guess Tryndamere was pretty strong then. Wow. These are pretty hefty nerfs on Tryndamere. Oh wow, that's, I mean, this one especially, like... Okay, I guess, okay. Twisted Fate, nerf, 100% nerf, he's broken. Pick a card, any card. Red card, tons of damage. Blue card, tons of damage. Yellow card, you guessed it, tons of damage. Maybe Twisted Fate has been doing a bit too much damage lately. These changes will make sure he's not running amok on the Rift. Okay, so... Pick a card. Damage of the red card. Whatever this is, it goes down. It does 5% less ability damage. Ability power damage. Damage of the blue card. Also 5% less ability power damage. They didn't touch anything else, so you just do less damage with them. But the yellow card does just as much damage. People never really use the red and blue card, so this nerf is not a nerf. This nerf literally doesn't do anything. Let's see what they did to the third ability. Third ability does less damage, but it skills just as hard with AP. The passive damage of like every fourth attack. The active gives you a little bit less attack speed. I think Twisted Fate is going to be exactly the same. These nerfs don't matter. The yellow card will do exactly the same amount of damage, and the third ability is going to do slightly, just ever so slightly less damage, and it gives you less attack speed. Twisted Fate is going to be the same. Varus, I think, is going to get buffed. I think Lethality Varus will get buffed. I think his first ability will get buffed. Or actually AP Varus. Well, let's just see what's going to happen. Varus has been enjoying all different... I was right about the arrow. So Varus has been enjoying all different AP items available. That is not true, by the way. I have no idea who's writing these, but that's not true. We've updated his AD scaling to allow you to explore all diverse range of builds. This is exactly what I thought. They buffed Lethality Varus, the arrow. So the damage of the arrow goes from 20 to 170. Oh, so from this to 10% extra attack damage. And then here 15% extra attack damage. Massive buff to Lethality Varus. Massive. He will do so much more damage with those arrows. That's insane. Wow. You know what's also insane? You not liking this video yet. So make sure you do so, and put down a comment under the video with your thoughts on this new patch notes. I'm really curious what you guys think about all of that. Warwick is probably gonna get buffed. Warwick has been hitting like a wet paper towel. We're leaning into his health region and making sure he'll be able to stay in fights for longer and better. So he has 5 extra armor. He gets 0.4 extra armor per level, which means he's gonna get 6 extra armor at max level. Okay, 6 plus 5, so in total 11 extra armor for free at maximum level. Jaws of the Beast, that's his first ability. So the damage is 120 attack damage, 100 ability power. That's his first ability, right? Yeah, I think that's his first ability. Okay, so he does 10% extra attack damage, but then the same maximum health, and he heals more. He heals 5% more. This is actually pretty big buff. I just want to say, even though it may not look like it, but the combination of these two buffs, him being tankier, plus him healing more and doing a little bit, actually quite a bit more damage, is quite big. Like, especially during those 1v1s, he's going to be very, very strong. And especially against attack damage carries, you know, ADCs and all of that. Champions that just don't do any true damage and are heavily reliant on doing attack damage. These are massive buffs against that. So those are the champion changes. Now we got gameplay changes. Okay. Let's see. Terminus. Terminus is too good. Terminus is granting a lot more value for its cost than intended. We're bringing it back in line with other items. It's 200 gold more expensive now. Okay. That is now, it's actually a very, very, very expensive item. Summoner spells are getting changed. Ooh. Heal's cooldown. So Heal's cooldown is relatively long, which makes it a less tempting option. Especially when it's competing for a slot against offensive summoner spells like Ignite. I agree, yeah. No one really uses heal. We're adjusting the cooldown on health region so it can be an attractive pickup for champions that need extra survivability. Instead of 130 second cooldown, it's now 110 second cooldown, and it heals more. It just heals slightly more. But this is the bigger buff, the cooldown reduction. I do think heal is going to be picked up a lot more often now. Now that it's better compared to Ignite and Exhaust. Barrier. Barrier also needs to get buffed. Barrier is in the same boat as heal, I agree. So it's getting a similar fix. 20 seconds less cooldown. And slightly higher barrier early game. I do think this will make barrier more viable. Yes, I really do think so. There's skins. I don't really care about skins. I'm not buying skins in Wild Rift anyways. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching. And a reminder for the tournament, you know, if you're a team in NA, join through my link in the pinned comment. Join the Discord and then you can enter. In a couple of days, you can enter the tournament. $250 up for grabs. And I am casting the tournament as well. I'm casting the finals. So you have a chance to play a game, which I am going to be casting. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video.